Hey YouTube, it's here. It's finally here. The Jackie Aina palette. Shout out to ABH for shipping this so fast. I ordered this on Tuesday morning at my job, at my desk. Why not? And it got here yesterday, so Thursday. So I ordered it on Tuesday, got here on Thursday. Bravo. So I am in love with the packaging. The iridescent, I love anything iridescent. It's a magnet for me. So having this iridescent box and the actual palette match. So that was pretty cool. So that's awesome. So here it is, guys. I love the snake skin pattern on it. So pretty. It's not like cloth material like other ABH palettes that like when it's cloth you can get like makeup on it and then it stains it. This you can wipe it clean. It's nice, sleek. Good job on the packaging. Okay, let's get into these shadows. Here are the shadows. We have 14 shades in this palette. And it comes with the typical Anastasia mirror and the brush, which I never use, so. Let's start with the top row. Soleil, Supreme, Pinker, Big Wig, Dollars. Oh, I got purple in it, dang it. Credit, and Lituation. Bottom row, I'm trying to read this through the camera, so it's taking me a while. Zam, Wigglies, Shockington, Trust Issues, Edges, Sponsored, and Ginger. Now let's get into some swatches. Okay, so here's the swatch of the first row of shadows. The first color here is Soleil. This is kind of like a goldish, kind of like a rose gold. It's kind of got like a peach undertone. It's very satiny and glittery. This right here is Supreme. This is just a matte pink. This right here is Pinker. This is like a deep dark pink right here. Next is Big Wig. This is a purple. I'm just really amazed at how vibrant the purple is without having any shadow base on my skin. So the pigmentation in this palette is really good. Next up is Dollars. It's like a nice gold, shimmery gold color. Next to that is Credit. This is a nice deep brown, very nice brown with, it's like almost reddish purple undertones, but it's a good deep shade in the palette. I think every palette needs a good deep shade to kind of, you know, intensify certain looks. The last one right here is Lituation. This is a like shimmery, almost brown. It's like a shimmery brown. I would definitely put Lituation and Big Wig together in a look. So that's the first row. Okay, so here is the second row. This is Zam. This is definitely more peachier than Soleil in my opinion. Definitely more rose gold. It's very pretty shimmery peach color. The next color is Wigglies. This is a shimmery red. You never really find shimmery reds in palettes, so this is very interesting, and I think it's a fun color to play with. The next color is Shockington. That's a shimmery purple. Very pretty. Color payoff is really good in this palette. For there to be no base on my arm and using one swipe, this is a really good color payoff. Next is Trust Issues. In the palette, it looks white, but as you see it on my skin, it's kind of like a shimmery yellow. It has like yellow shimmers in it, so it's very pretty. I would definitely say Trust Issues and Dollars are very similar in my opinion. That's just one thing I noticed. The next color here is Edges. This is like a reddish orange color. Next to this is Sponsor. This is a very pretty green but it also has like brown undertones to it. It's like an iridescent green in my opinion. Last but not least is Ginger. This one right here is like just a regular kind of earthy orange color. It kind of blends in with my skin almost, but it's a nice transition shade to use in this palette. So this is the second row. Okay, so those are all the swatches of this palette. I think this is a really good palette. On Twitter and YouTube, I heard a lot of criticism that there were too many purples and too many greens in this palette. I see 2 purples. I see 1 almost green. It's kind of like an iridescent green. It's not, I'm really confused as to where there's so many purples. You have a matte purple and a shimmer purple. So I just feel like people are just finding ways to hate pretty much and just want to find something bad to say about a palette because Anastasia didn't offer you a palette. That's just my opinion though, so that's just how I feel. Overall, I think this is like a very nice palette. I can use all of the shades, as you can see. I am a chocolate girl. I am in the Fenty 400 Club, 450 on mine. But I can use this palette as a dark skin girl. Like every color showed up on my skin without a base. So I can imagine like if I used a base color, what these colors would look like. So I'm very proud of her in this palette. I didn't get turned on to Jackie until probably like a year or 2 ago. So I'm not too familiar with everything she's done. I know she's had collaborations in the past, but this is the first one that I purchased. So yeah, it's a very, very cute palette. I can't wait to get into it. I have 2 more palettes from Anastasia, the Modern Renaissance and the Prism palette. People were saying that the Modern Renaissance, excuse me, this Modern Renaissance I've had for a while, as you can see, people were comparing it to the Jackie Aina palette and saying that the colors were too similar. But when you look at them, they're really not. I'm like, Modern Renaissance was like a lot of reds and pinks, which is really dope. I use, as you can see, I hit pan on this one. I really enjoyed this palette. There were some ashy shades that I couldn't really get into, but these were the colors that I bought the palette for. And as far as this palette, I like all of the colors. I can definitely do something with each and every last one of these colors. So I'm definitely excited about that. So I'll probably film a look with this palette later on today, but this is just my initial impression and swatch review of the palette. If you're interested in buying it, I know they released online on August 6th, and then they'll be in stores August 15th or 16th. Go to Jackie's page, she'll let you know. But yeah, I think it was worth it. The palette itself is $45, and with it getting sent to me and shipping and everything, it came to $54, which for 14 shades is really not that bad. If you're a makeup enthusiast like me, this is nothing for a palette. Try and buy a Pat McGrath palette, girl. That is like rent for Pat McGrath products, but they're worth it. Anyway, though, I'm so happy to see Anastasia do a partnership with a Black woman. That is just awesome, especially in this beauty industry where a lot of the times darker women get overlooked, and not until recently a lot of companies have kind of skipped over our shade range when it comes to foundations and things like that. So happy that Anastasia did this partnership with Jackie Aina. So yeah, this is my review. I hope you liked this video. If you have any comments or questions that I didn't answer in the video, please be sure to leave them down below. Please like and share my video and hit that subscribe button so you can get some more doses of Des. All right, guys, I will see you next time with my next video. Bye.